What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher, and today we're talking about Black Ops 3. I know, really weird, right? And we've got some new DLC weapons for Black Ops 3. I really didn't think that they were going to do this, but they proved me wrong, and they have released 3 new DLC weapons in Black Ops 3. Now, the question I got for you guys today is, do you guys want videos with me releasing stats for those weapons? Are you guys still playing Black Ops 3 and want to know the stats for these weapons? And if you do, all you got to do to show me is hit that like button. If this video, let's say, gets over 2,000 likes, we will do stat videos for these weapons. There's 2 ranged weapons and 1 melee weapon. We also got a Treyarch live stream today talking about future DLC for Black Ops 3. So we've got a ton of news to talk about today. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first, it's very odd for a previous Call of Duty to get DLC at this time of the year, because right at this time of the year, this is when Activision wants to sell more copies of the Call of Duty that's out that year. The reason being, Christmas is coming, people are going to ask for the new Call of Duty game for Christmas, and it's very odd for the other Call of Duty developers, being Treyarch in this case, to support their games so strongly right before Christmas. I'm not complaining. In fact, I think it's a good thing. It's just surprising. That's all I'm saying. Now, the 3 new weapons that have been released is the LHX4, which is an SMG, the LV8 Basilisk, and finally the Raven's Eye, which is the melee weapon. So we've got an SMG, an assault rifle, and a melee weapon. Let's start by talking about the SMG. So the SMG in this case is the HLX4. Now, I don't have any stats as of right now for these weapons, and like I said, if you want to see a video where I talk about the stats, all you got to do is hit that like button. But this weapon, the best way I can explain it, is almost like a Vector from a previous Call of Duty game, or if you're playing Infinite Warfare, kind of like the Karma. It seems to have the same kind of fire rate and pack the same kind of punch damage-wise. Now, there is a really weird thing with this weapon where if you stop firing it mid-clip, you have to like press this like bullet button to get it to shoot again, almost like a safety, so you can't burst fire this weapon, and because of that, the amount of recoil that this weapon has is a little bit less forgiving, because you can't burst fire or feather that trigger like you can on other SMGs and other weapons throughout the game. However, like I said, it does still kind of play like a Vector or the Karma from Infinite Warfare. The next weapon we got here is the assault rifle, and this one's the Lvb Basilisk. Now, the interesting thing about this weapon is I don't have it. I don't have any of these DLC weapons. I'm not that lucky to get them in supply drops. However, the thing with this Lvb Basilisk, just by looking at the gameplay, the stats look very similar to the FFAR. And if you guys didn't know, the FFAR is actually one of my favorite weapons in the game. I think it's a very good weapon, and on top of that, you get a bullet counter on the back of the weapon with the Basilisk. So it's a really interesting weapon. I'm interested to see the stats to see how powerful it is, but just by looking at it, looking at the recoil pattern, it very strongly reminds me of the FFAR. Even the iron sights are somewhat similar, if you ask me. So I think this weapon's actually going to be pretty good and pretty competitive throughout the game. So the final new weapon is another melee weapon. This one's called the Raven's Eye, and the only way I can really explain this one to you guys is it kind of looks like a small metal version of the energy sword from Halo. That's really the only comparison that I can make. It's like a stubbier, shorter metal version of the energy sword. At least that's what it looks like to me for some reason. Alright, I actually changed my mind. It doesn't look that much like the energy sword, but for some reason it reminds me of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not. You can let me know down in the comments. And then finally, we've got the live stream that happened yesterday, and this was a very odd live stream. It wasn't really announced. They didn't even talk about the weapons that were being released that day. All they talked about was the future of the game and how the past year went. They first of all thanked the community for the past year, and I will say that Black Ops 3 was one of the best received Call of Duty games in recent memory, pretty much since Black Ops 2. Now, the way I read this is that they were looking back and seeing how many people actually played Black Ops 2 after the release of Ghost and even Infinite Warfare. And I think the thinking behind this live stream is to show that they will be supporting, they're going to be releasing different weapons, new character gear throughout the next year, aka 2017, to support the game. So people that liked Black Ops 2 and played that for a really long time, they're trying to incentivize players to stick with Black Ops 3 and play it more and more throughout the next year. But the question they're leaving us with is, what kind of DLC will they be putting out? And the answer is that for sure we're going to be getting more weapons. I don't think that's even really a question. They're definitely going to be coming out, assuming that they are following this trend that they showed today with the 3 new weapons that they put out. The big question everyone's asking, however, is there going to be another zombies map, or is there going to be more DLC? The emphasis that during this live stream was put on the fact that they want to put as much effort into any DLC that they will be putting out as possible. Effort into making a single weapon doesn't seem like it's that much. Effort into making all new maps or more zombie content, that is full-fledged effort. And if they're going to do that, I'm going to be not only shocked, but very, very impressed with Treyarch. Because remember, at this point, they're currently working on the next Treyarch Call of Duty game, not just Black Ops 3. So I'm really interested to see what's going on behind the scenes there, and really interested to see what the DLC for this game will look like throughout 2017. Let me know what you think the DLC is going to be down in the comment section below, and also let me know if you're still playing Black Ops 3. Are you still enjoying Black Ops 3? Are you loving it? Are you moved on to Infinite Warfare or Modern Warfare Remastered, or are you playing another game altogether? Let me know down in the comment section below. But if you enjoyed the video and found it informative, it'd be awesome if you could hit that like button. Also, if you want to see some videos where we talk about the stats of these ranged weapons, the way to show me is by hitting that like button. And like I said, if we get over 2,000 likes, I'll be making the stats videos for those weapons. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. You can subscribe to the channel. I upload new Call of Duty videos every single day of the week. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, guys, peace out.